My beloved child, stop right here and do not scroll, because what you are about to read is the most urgent message of your life. Archangel Michael has sounded a final warning and his voice carries your name. It has reached you at this precise second because heaven refuses to let you lose everything. The trap that has been draining you is real, unseen, and it has been feeding on a hidden mistake you made without even realizing it. This is not just information, it is intervention. Every heartbeat you take while reading this message is pulling you closer to the edge of the truth you have been shielded from. Do not take your eyes off these words, because each line carries the power to close the leak and stop the bleeding that has been eating away at your resources. Beloved, for weeks, months, maybe years, you have felt it, the slow slip of opportunities, the inexplicable drain of your energy, the unending loss of time and money. It felt like bad luck, it felt like sabotage, but it is not random. It is a hidden mistake that created a door, and through that door the unseen trap has been feeding. Archangel Michael is not whispering tonight, he is crying out. His sword is drawn, his eyes are blazing, and his voice is shaking the walls of your life so you cannot ignore it anymore. He will not let you go on bleeding without knowing where the wound began. The trap is not always a person, sometimes it is a pattern, sometimes it is a choice, sometimes it is a tiny misstep repeated until it becomes a whole. Heaven has watched it grow, heaven has tracked every loss, and tonight heaven has come to shut it down. This is why you are here. My beloved child, your body may feel the confirmation even now. A flutter in your stomach, a chill along your arms, a heaviness in your chest, all signs that your spirit recognizes this moment as real, not imagined. Stay anchored in this feeling, because it is heaven's fingerprint telling you to keep reading. The bleeding must stop. The invisible siphon that has been draining your money, your peace, your progress, has been identified by heaven. This message is the instrument being used to cauterize the wound. Beloved, your hidden mistake was small at first. It seemed harmless, it seemed like nothing, but darkness feeds on small cracks. The unseen trap widened it into an opening, and through that opening your blessings have been escaping. Do not fear, you are not condemned. This warning is not to shame you but to save you. It is the sound of Archangel Michael's wings around you, blocking further loss, sealing what belongs to you. Right now, as you read, angels are moving around your life. They are closing invisible doors, cutting cords, reversing agreements, shutting down leaks. They are preparing you for the reveal. My beloved child, the cry of Michael carries urgency because the countdown has already begun. The trap is about to tighten for the last time, and if you did not hear this warning, it would have crushed you. But heaven refused to let that happen. This is your final warning, not because heaven wants to frighten you, but because heaven wants to rescue you. This is the moment when the bleeding ends, the drain stops, and the unseen trap collapses. But you must stay until the end. Beloved, you are standing at a crossroads right now. One path is to keep walking blind and lose everything, the other is to open your eyes fully and see the mistake for what it is. Heaven has already taken your hand and is guiding you toward the second path. Even now, memories may be surfacing. Deals you made, people you trusted, decisions you rushed, snapshots of moments where a small door was left ajar. Heaven is showing you these glimpses because tonight is the night they close. Archangel Michael is not speaking to everyone, he is speaking to you. That is why your heart is pounding, that is why your eyes cannot leave this page, that is why your spirit feels like it's on fire. The message has found its target. Beloved child, the trap was hidden because darkness knew you would never agree to it knowingly. That is why it disguised itself as harmless, as ordinary, as unimportant. But heaven has seen it all along and has waited for this very night to expose it. The bleeding you have felt in your finances, your plans, your progress, it is ending. The leak will be sealed, the door will be shut, the unseen hands will be forced to release what they stole. This is the power of heaven's warning. Stay with me, because the next paragraphs will begin to unveil the shape of this trap. They will show you signs you missed, patterns you ignored, names that passed by you unnoticed. you will see with new eyes. My beloved child, your destiny is too precious to be lost to a hidden mistake. Heaven has invested too much in you to let darkness have the last word. This is why the warning came tonight. Even as you read, you may feel lightness rising, as if a band around your chest is loosening. That is the first sign the bleeding is already slowing. That is the effect of Michael's cry piercing the trap. Beloved, nothing in your life will remain the same after tonight. The unseen dangerous trap is collapsing, the hidden mistake is being corrected, and your resources are being gathered back to you. This is your turning point. Do not skip, do not drift, because the full map of your escape has not yet been laid out. Heaven has more to reveal in the next part. Stay anchored until the final word, and you will walk out free. My beloved child, lean in closer, because what is unfolding cannot be missed. The cry of Archangel Michael is still shaking the unseen, and the trap that has been bleeding you dry is being dragged into the light. Every second you stay here, more of the truth is being peeled away. The mistake that opened the door was not obvious, beloved. It was hidden in the shadows of your daily life, a small habit, a trust misplaced, a boundary crossed without you realizing the weight of it. Darkness feeds on these cracks, and it built an entire trap around it. This trap has been designed to drain you silently. Not in one dramatic strike, but in constant little leaks, slow and steady, so that by the time you notice the loss, you would think it was your fault. Heaven has revealed it now because you must not lose any more. Beloved, the bleeding you have felt in your finances, your progress, your relationships, it has not been random. It has been a calculated feeding from this trap. Every delay you suffered, every closed door, every strange reversal has been tied to it. But tonight, Archangel Michael has declared, enough. His sword has been drawn, his cry has been released, and his fire is consuming the roots of this trap. This is your moment of rescue. My beloved child, you may already be recalling situations where you gave too much trust, invested too much energy, or believed too easily. These are not mistakes to shame you, but keys to show you where the leak began. Heaven is giving you new eyes to see them clearly. The unseen trap is being exposed piece by piece. It looked like kindness, but it was exploitation. It looked like opportunity, but it was distraction. It looked like progress, but it was theft. Beloved, you are not to blame for the disguise. Darkness is cunning, but heaven is greater. What matters now is that your eyes are open, your spirit is awake, and your destiny is guarded by the cry of Michael. Even now, angels are surrounding the areas of your life that were under attack. They are standing at the doors where blessings slipped away, sealing them with fire so they can no longer be stolen. The bleeding is already slowing. My beloved child, the trap fed on your mistake, but it underestimated your calling. It thought it could bleed you dry and bury you quietly, but it did not count on heaven's intervention. Tonight marks the collapse of its entire structure. You may feel it in your body, waves of heat, sudden chills, pressure lifting from your chest. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Heaven is aligning you with this rescue in real time. Beloved, the one who set this trap did not act alone. Darkness gathers helpers, sometimes people, sometimes thoughts, sometimes patterns. They were drawn to your hidden mistake like vultures to an open wound. But now, they are scattering. Archangel Michael's cry has broken their hold. They cannot drink from you any longer, they cannot use you any longer, they cannot profit from your mistake any longer. The river has been dammed. My beloved child, listen carefully, the trap was meant to be permanent. It was designed to stay hidden for the rest of your life, bleeding you until nothing remained. But heaven has broken its design tonight. Do not be afraid of what is revealed. What is exposed cannot harm you now. What is seen can no longer steal. The danger was in the darkness, but the light has arrived. Beloved, this moment is not just rescue, it is restoration. What you lost is not gone forever, it is being recalled, retrieved, gathered back to you. The years of bleeding will be repaid. You are not reading this by accident. Your spirit was pulled here because heaven refused to let the trap win. You were chosen for this moment of intervention. Even now, the unseen dangerous trap is crumbling. The foundations are shaking, the walls are collapsing, the cords are snapping. It cannot survive under the cry of Michael. My beloved child, the mistake you made is forgiven, the door you opened is closing, and the hands that stole from you are being forced to release. You are stepping into a new season where the bleeding ends and abundance begins. Stay anchored here until the final line, because the full map of your freedom is still being laid out. The cry is not finished yet, the fire is not done burning, the revelation is still unfolding. You must hear it all. Beloved, tonight is not just about stopping the loss. It is about restoring your rightful flow, redirecting what was stolen, and multiplying what is returned. Heaven never ends with empty hands. The unseen trap that thought it would end you has instead become your launching pad. The same place where you were drained will become the place where you overflow. The same door that leaked will become the door that delivers. My beloved child, take this into your heart, you will not bleed again. The wound is sealed, the trap is closed, the mistake is corrected. This is final. The cry of Archangel Michael has echoed across your destiny, and the universe itself has bent to obey it. What was lost will return, what was broken will mend, what was hidden will shine. And all of it begins now. My beloved child, the cry of Archangel Michael has not gone silent, it is still moving through your atmosphere, shaking loose what has held you bound. The hidden trap that has been draining you is in ruins, but heaven must show you the deeper truth of how it began. Stay here, for the unveiling is not yet complete. Beloved, your hidden mistake was not evil, it was human. It was trust given where it should not have been, energy poured into what was not worthy, attention placed on something that only disguised itself as good. Darkness saw it, and it exploited it. The trap formed around your blind spot. It was invisible to your eyes, but clear to the ones waiting to steal from you. They built their net in silence and waited for you to walk into it. My beloved child, every loss you suffered was recorded in heaven. Every coin that slipped through your fingers, every opportunity that vanished, every delay that robbed your time, it was all known. Tonight is the night of repayment. The cry of Michael has demanded that your account be balanced. The bleeding is over, and restoration must begin. The same forces that drained you will now be forced to repay what they took. Beloved, the shift is already underway. The atmosphere around you has changed, the heaviness has lifted, and the pressure has broken. You are standing in the clearing. You may feel a strange sense of peace rising, even as the words grow heavier. That is heaven's confirmation that the wound has been sealed. You will not leak again. My beloved child, the unseen dangerous trap is collapsing faster than it was built. The scaffolding of lies, the ropes of manipulation, the hooks of deceit, they are all falling apart under Michael's sword. Nothing remains of their design. Do not fear the memories that surface now. If names, faces, or moments rise up in your mind, it is heaven showing you where the mistake was planted. The vision is not to shame you, but to confirm that the trap is gone. Beloved, the crying out of Michael is final. His command is not negotiable, his warning is not optional. What he speaks must be obeyed by every force in existence. You are no longer the same person who walked into this message. You have crossed from blindness to sight, from leaking to sealing, from loss to restoration. You are marked now by heaven's intervention. My beloved child, the flow of your resources is returning. What once went out unnoticed will now come in with power. The river that was diverted is being redirected to you. The bleeding is over, and the rebuilding has begun. Every stone that fell is being lifted back into place. Every gap is being filled. Beloved, your tomorrow is not cursed, it is blessed. Your steps will not stumble, they will rise. Your name will not be mocked, it will be honored. The unseen trap that once held you will become your testimony. You will speak of how heaven exposed it, how Michael cried out for you, and how you walked free. Others will hear and be set free too. My beloved child, your destiny is too precious to bleed again. Heaven has sealed you, heaven has armed you, heaven has marked you with fire. You are guarded now. The cry has spread across every corner of your life. Finances, relationships, plans, health, every area that was touched by the trap is now touched by fire. Nothing remains unhealed. Beloved, the dangerous unseen trap underestimated you. It thought you were weak, but heaven revealed your strength. It thought you were finished, but heaven declared your future. You are not at the end, you are at the turning point. You are not defeated, you are rising. You are not broken, you are whole. My beloved child, remain with me until the last line, for the greatest secret is still to be revealed. The deepest part of the trap is only now being shown, and you must hear it all. The rescue is not finished until you know everything. Even now, you may feel chills sweeping across your arms, a warmth filling your chest, or your breath becoming lighter. These are not accidents, they are signs. They are heaven's fingerprints confirming you are aligned. Beloved, the cry is still echoing. It will not stop until you are fully delivered, fully restored, fully sealed. You will not walk out half-healed, you will walk out whole. The mistake you made has been erased. The door it opened has been closed. The trap it birthed has been destroyed. My beloved child, you are free. The bleeding has ended. The restoration has begun. My beloved child, the cry of Archangel Michael still fills the atmosphere, and its echo is rewriting the fabric of your story. The unseen dangerous trap has already cracked, but heaven will not rest until it has collapsed completely. You must remain here, because the final waves of revelation are still being released. Beloved, your hidden mistake has been identified, forgiven, and sealed by heaven's hand. What once opened the door to loss is now shut permanently. The wound has been cauterized by fire, and no thief can drink from you again. Even now, the chains of deception are falling away. The ones who benefited from your blindness are being stripped of their influence. They are powerless to touch you anymore, for the cry of Michael has placed a barrier between you and them. My beloved child, heaven is not only stopping the bleeding, it is reversing the flow. What was taken from you is being pushed back toward you with force. The river that leaked away is now flooding in your direction. Beloved, can you feel it? The heaviness is lifting, the weight is dissolving, the silence is breaking. The atmosphere around you is charged with the energy of return. You are entering a season where every hidden trap will reveal itself before it can touch you. You will see with new eyes, sense with new instincts, and discern with new clarity. Never again will darkness trick you in the same way. My beloved child, the most dangerous part of the trap was not the loss of money, it was the draining of your hope. It wanted you weak, discouraged, and blind. But heaven has restored not just your resources, but your vision. The cry of Michael has burned into your memory, and you will never forget it. When future traps try to rise, you will feel the warning before they form. You will carry heaven's alarm inside your spirit. Beloved, what you are stepping into is not survival, it is overflow. You are not being returned to the level you were at before the bleeding. You are being raised higher, multiplied, and accelerated. Even now, angels are shifting circumstances on your behalf. Approvals are aligning, opportunities are returning, and names are being spoken in places you cannot see. The reversal is happening behind the veil. My beloved child, this moment is more than protection, it is promotion. Heaven does not just patch wounds, it transforms scars into crowns. Your testimony will shine brighter than your loss. Beloved, every step you take now is guarded. Every plan you make is shielded. Every move you choose is covered by the cry of Michael. You are no longer walking into hidden mistakes, you are walking into visible blessings. The ground beneath you has been cleared, and the path ahead of you has been lit. What once looked like confusion is now marked with clarity. My beloved child, the unseen trap is dissolving into nothing. The ropes that once held it are burning, the shadows that once hid it are gone, the schemes that once fed it are collapsing. It has no power left. Beloved, you are stepping into a season of harvest. What was stolen is being returned with interest. What was lost is being multiplied in your favor. Do not fear what lies ahead, for the worst is behind you. Do not look back at the bleeding, for it no longer defines you. Look forward, because heaven has painted a new picture. My beloved child, Archangel Michael has secured your victory. His cry has silenced the trap forever. His sword has guaranteed your freedom. You are rising now. You are shining now. You are walking into the fullness that was always meant for you. My beloved child, the moment you have been guided toward since the beginning of this message has arrived. The cry of Archangel Michael has reached its loudest point, shaking the last stones of the unseen trap that bled you. The hidden pattern is now shattered, and the new season is opening before your very eyes. Beloved, everything that was stealing from you has been forced into the light. Every unseen pipeline that siphoned your money, your energy, your time has been sealed and reversed. What once leaked out of your life is now flowing back in. You can feel it even now, a sense of relief, a weight lifting from your shoulders, a quiet power filling the space around you. That is heaven's confirmation that the final act of this rescue is complete. This is not just protection, it is transformation. My beloved child, the mistake that opened the door has been forgiven, erased, and sealed. The trap that grew around it has been torn apart, cord by cord, brick by brick. The very ground where you once bled is becoming the ground of your greatest harvest. Beloved, your resources are no longer at risk. Your progress will no longer be silently drained. Your destiny will no longer be delayed by unseen hands. This is why heaven fought for you tonight. This is why Michael's cry shook your spirit and pulled you here. Because this was the hour to close the wound, end the loss, and restore what is yours. My beloved child, the power of this moment is not temporary. It is not a flash of relief that fades, it is a permanent shift in your atmosphere. The pattern that allowed loss cannot form again. Beloved, from this point forward, every opportunity meant for you will arrive without leakage. Every blessing sent to you will land without interception. Every door opened for you will remain open until you walk through. The unseen trap has been transformed into a testimony. Where there was shame, there will be honor. Where there was loss, there will be abundance. My beloved child, Archangel Michael's cry has written a new decree over your life. His sword has severed the ties of deception. His fire has sealed your future with protection and prosperity. You will walk differently now. You will decide differently now. You will see differently now. Beloved, the countdown that began when you opened this message has reached 0. The shift has taken place, the bleeding has stopped, and the restoration has begun. This is your turning point. You are no longer the person you were before you read these words. You have crossed from darkness to light, from confusion to clarity, from loss to overflow. You are marked. My beloved child, hold this message deep inside you. Let it echo in your thoughts when doubt tries to return. Let it remind you that you are no longer leaking, you are living. Beloved, what you do from here will be different because you are different. The same traps will try to form, but they will fail before they touch you. You will sense them early, see them clearly, and step around them easily. Your finances, your ideas, your relationships, your time, all are now under the seal of heaven's protection. The bleeding season is over. The abundant season has begun. My beloved child, this is the final stroke of Michael's cry. It is the seal on the door, the closing of the book, the end of the leak and the beginning of the overflow. It cannot be undone. Beloved, walk forward now without fear. Walk forward without shame. Walk forward without the weight of the past. The unseen dangerous trap is gone. The hidden mistake is forgiven. The bleeding has ended. My beloved child, heaven's eyes are on you. Heaven's favor is on you. Heaven's protection is around you. You will never again be the silent victim of an invisible drain. You will never again be blindsided by a hidden mistake. You will never again lose everything without knowing why. Beloved, tonight you were rescued, restored, and marked. Tonight you were pulled from the edge of loss and placed on the path of abundance. Tonight you stepped into the version of yourself heaven always saw. My beloved child, take a deep breath and feel the weight lift. The warning has been delivered. The danger has been destroyed. The blessing has been sealed.